Good morning, everyone. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Hope everyone had a wonderful week as we continue our series of virtual Oneg Shabbat. But the good news is, as we know, vaccines are rising all around us. New York is hitting its 70% vaccination rate, which is wonderful, going into the July 4th weekend. I hope many of you had a chance to have visitors and had the visitors come in to see you, and will continue over this weekend. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Ashoreis, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Ashoreis, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei Asholom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Ashoreis, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei Asholom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei Asholom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu leShalom, Malachei Asholom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu leShalom, Malachei Asholom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu leShalom, Malachei Asholom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu leShalom, Malachei Asholom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu leShalom, Malachei Asholom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem leShalom, Malachei Asholom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem leShalom, Malachei Asholom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem leShalom, Malachei Asholom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We're entering the time period in the Jewish calendar of the end of the month of Tammuz, which is the beginning of the 3 weeks. The 3 weeks symbolizes a sad period in the Jewish people, as many tragedies befell the Jewish people during this time, beginning with the siege around Jerusalem, the Jerusalem wall, on the 17th of Tammuz, and ultimately ending with the destruction of both temples occurring on the 9th of Av, in a few weeks from now, the month of Av. And the commentaries and the Talmud explain different reasons why exactly we had such a terrible destruction of the temple. And the main reason really comes down to is caring for one another. When there's a breakdown in society and we stop caring for others, we stop thinking about how we could help somebody else. So God takes a step back from our life. As we know, God mimics some of our behaviors as well. If we bring in God into the world, we bring love to others in the world, God will shower us with those same attributes as well. If we go out of our way and be kind to someone, then God will overlook some of our mistakes that we make along the way. But if we can't go ahead and overlook things by others, and we are not nice to others, we don't show people acts of kindness, and even worse, we hate other people for no reason at all, then it's very hard for God to turn away from the sins that we do. So it's a special time period in the Jewish people to look for ways to enhance closeness with others, doing favors for others, helping others out, being nice to anyone around you. If you do that, God promises, if you're nice to others, I can look away from your things that you may do wrong, and I'll only shower you with blessings for all. L'cha dodi l'kras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela. L'cha dodi l'kras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Heshmi yahanu kelam yuchad. Hashem echad u'shmo echad. Shemo zeveres v'lezila lecha dodi lekras kala b'nei Shabbos nekabela lekras Shabbos chuven elcha ki mekor haviracha meidosh mikedem nesucha sav ma'aseh b'machshavot chila lecha dodi lekras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzi mitoch ha'hanvecha ravlach shevet b'yim gabacha hu yachamol alayechem lalecha dodi lekras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela lo sei v'oshiv lo sikami Mate shochachi umate mi b'hol yechzu ani eyami v'nivneso yiratila chadodi likras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela v'wi b'shalom atares bala gam birina uv'tzahala tochem uneyam segula v'wi kala Chadodi likras kala b'nei Shabbos nekabelam. In this week's Torah portion, Pinchas, the parsha of Pinchas, there's a very interesting exchange between the daughters of a man named Tzalafchad and Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses the leader. As Moses is dividing up the land's inheritance, the normal way the inheritance works is that the property stay in the name of the family name, which will follow the sons. However, Tzalafchad, who was a great person, had only daughters, and the question came up exactly how should they divide the property amongst the daughters. And Moshe Rabbeinu Moses does something a little bit unusual. He tells them, that's a very good question, I don't know the answer. Let me ask God. And God is so impressed by Moses' unable to answer the question that it's a special mention is in the Torah reading itself, which really comes down to the characteristic of humility in a person's life. We have many opportunities where we have to stick up for ourselves. We have to do what's right. If you don't speak up, who else will? But also you have to remember that we're humble. We have to be humble people as well. We have to have a level of humility, and if we don't know the answer to something, we have to say we're not sure of the answer. And this goes along with the characteristic of not to judge others, assuming that we're right. Maybe we are right, but maybe we're wrong. Maybe what we believe is a mistake by somebody else is really not a mistake, just needs a little more clarification. And that all goes into the trait of being humility, being a humble person, and the more humble we are in our lives, the better we will be. Adon olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'es nasa b'chefso kol azay melech shemo nikra v'yacharei kechlos hakol Levahada yemloch nora v'haya v'hu hove v'hu yihye b'sifara v'hu echad v'yein sheni Lahamshila lahachbira v'li reishis v'li sachles v'lo ha'oz v'ha'misra v'hu keli v'chai go'ali V'tzur chavle v'yez nasa v'hu nisi umanos li minas kosi v'yom ekra v'yahado avkid ruchi v'yez ishan v'yahira v'yim ruchi gev'yasi Ado Shem Li Velo Ira. Everyone should have a happy and healthy Shabbat, a great weekend. We'll see everybody next week.